Hello and welcome back to AutoCAD in 20 hours. This video covers sections 6.1 and 6.2, and don't forget to visit AutoCADin20hours.com. There you'll find a free trial and a lot more information. Check your YouTube settings. Under the quality setting, set it to an HD setting if you can. Depends on the speed of your internet connection. In this chapter, we are going to learn how to plot. And we are going to plot the elevation page of our plans. First thing we want to do is come up here to the layer control and click on the construction layer and set it current. Now click on the rectangle and out here well into space away from the rest of the drawing, click, type D, enter, then 128 feet, enter, then type 92 foot, enter, and click on the screen to set it. Now we're going to copy the elevation that we created earlier, so just grab it anywhere in the middle and come over here and set it into place. Normally this would be 4 different elevations. In a real set of plans this would be the 4 sides of the house, but we're just going to use the front elevation as a place marker for all 4 sides so you can see how the system works. Now we're going to create a line, construction line, turn the ortho on, F8, and another one for this down here, and then we're going to move, and we're going to use a blue selection window because that leaves the line unselected. The blue selection window will only select objects that are completely covered in the window. So that makes it handy for this kind of thing. And we're going to move this one. You'll see it selects only the things that are completely enclosed in the window. And then escape from that command, grab these 2 and erase them. Okay, now let's set the text layer current. Click on the line, turn the ortho on, pull a line out, type 50 foot, enter. Then click on the offset, type 18, enter. And then repeat the offset, 1.5, enter. Now type MT for mtext, enter, and click twice and open up a dialog box, a text box rather. Now here, select your city. Then you'll see you've got your city blueprint as your font. And in this window, click in the window. You should be able to just click right on it or double click on it, or you can click to the side and scroll across it and let go of the button and type 18, enter. Then hit the bold button. Over here under the mtext justification button, click on it, select the middle center, put your cap locks on and type south double space elevation. That double space just looks better with this kind of a title. Then click OK. Now come down here to your object snap button, right click and look at the settings and make sure this insertion point is turned on, and then OK. Now copy, select, and because we turned on that center insertion point, here we have the center of our text. And okay, hold on a minute, I forgot to put my diagonal line in there, so I'm going to get out of that and I'm going to click, turn the ortho off, F8, and click on the upper side here to create a diagonal line in there. Okay, once more now, copy, pick up the center point, and find the midpoint on the diagonal line and click on it. And then we can take this and erase it, the diagonal line. And that's a good way to center text in a box or a space between two lines. Now type mtext or mt again, enter. We're going to open up another box, and this time we're going to click in here and type 6 and just enter that, then bold again, and let's go ahead and do middle center again and type scale 1/4 inch space equals space 1 foot, and then OK. And now we're going to take and just move that, and we're going to set it by eye for now. Okay, in the book I talk about a lot of drafters don't like these lines to be so rectilinear straight, so you can just grab them, turn the ortho on, and just pull them out a little ways, or back them up so that they don't look so stiff. Now we're going to take and copy this, and we're going to just set it by eye again for now into these, and turn the ortho off, F8. And you can align them better later on. Set up a construction line. We're just going to set them by eye for right now. Okay, there we go. Normally this would be north, east, west, south, and there would be different views, but we just put those in there for now. You can click on these and change them if this was the real thing, so just click on them, highlight the text that you want, and change it to north. Southeast. Okay, now we're going to plot the page. So let's come down here to this layout, and let's right click, and we're going to create a new layout. Now click on this new layout button that we just created, and you can see we get this page here that comes up. Let's just get rid of this for a second. Close this box up, because I want to show you sometimes you can be really zoomed in, and you won't be able to tell what's going on. So if that's the case, type Z enter, A enter, and then you get the whole piece of paper. This is a piece of paper in the screen. You may see something completely different inside this space here. Don't worry about that for now. Find this viewpoint line, rectangle, and click on it. And when the corners have these blue grip boxes on it, that's when it's selected. Then delete it. Okay, now come over onto these toolbars and right click, and in the menu that shows up, find viewports and check them. You'll get a viewport toolbar, and bring it over to the side and dock it out of the way. I don't know what those lines are for. Now click on the single viewport and click down here in this corner and up into this corner, and there you see it opened up another viewport for us. Now let's come down, hover over the new layout, right click, and click on the Page Setup Manager. Click on New, And we can name this 36 by 24. That's the size of the paper. OK. And this opens up the page setup layout. We don't yet have our printer set up there, so we're going to just set it to none for now. Come down under the paper size, and we're going to pick ArchD 36 by 24. Under the plot styles, we're going to pick the monochrome. We want landscape. And that's going to do it for now, so we'll click OK. We'll set it current, and you'll see it change the size of the paper. Now, I'm going to go ahead and erase this again. I actually did that out of order from the book. And I'm going to erase that viewport that we created. As you can see now, it's just down in the corner of the paper. I'll show you again. This is the viewport we just created. So I'm going to click on it, delete it. Now down here, I'm going to right click again, and I'm going to select the rename, and I'm going to type 36 by 24. Okay. Now here under the layer control, or the layer properties manager rather, I'm going to open up the layer properties manager by clicking on that button. It takes a minute, you can see sometimes, to open up. And we're going to click on this button for a new layer. We're going to name it viewport. And under the color here, click on where it says we and select black, then OK. Now find this little printer and click on it so that it has a little red circle with a slash mark across it. That turns that layer off for printing. We do not want that layer to print. So any layers that you don't want to print, here's where you turn them off. Now click on this Set Current button. Close the box. Click on your single viewport again. And click down here and up here. Now the dashed line, by the way, is a line that represents the margins of your printing space. And the viewport is the solid line here, you can see. I want to highlight it. Okay, so now we are going to find our, double click now inside the paper. You can also come down here and there's this model or paper space button. If you click on it, that selects paper space, and click on it again, that's model space. Now we're inside the paper. You see what happens. So actually click on the paper space and see what happens, and then click back. Well, see, make it big first of all, fill up the page, then click on the model and see what happens. Okay, there you go. Find your elevation, put it in the center more or less, scroll it in and out with your mouse wheel. Okay, you could use Z enter, W enter 2 for a zoom window. Now come down here and find this viewport scale arrow. Click on it, it opens up these scales. Find 1/4 inch equals 1 foot and click on it, and you'll see it adjusts to that size. And then just sort of move it around and put it on the page where you want it. And now in the next section, we're going to set up the printer. Visit www.autocadin20hours.com for more information.